All right, welcome everyone to this explainer. Today, we are literally putting your sports knowledge to the absolute test. You know, the FIFA World Cup isn't just a tournament. It's this monumental stage where international legends are born, entire nations hold their breath, and, well, hearts are inevitably broken. We've built an incredible, gamified gauntlet directly from our source material today, and it's designed to challenge your football memory to its very core. So let's just dive right into it.
Now, our source makes a pretty bold claim here. Only true football fans can get all 5 of these right. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to give you a FIFA World Cup year. You will have exactly 3 seconds to lock in the winning country before the grand reveal. We're keeping the pace up to simulate that immense on-pitch pressure the players themselves actually feel. Are you ready? Let's see how good your memory really is.
Okay, let's kick things off with our extra time glory section. We're starting in the previous decade, an era of just intense rivalries and tactical masterclasses. Question number 1 is ready for you. Who won the 2014 FIFA World Cup?
Your heavyweight contenders are A, Brazil, B, Germany, or C, Argentina. 3 massive footballing nations with incredibly rich histories, but only one lifted the trophy that year. The clock is ticking. Trust your gut. 3, 2, 1.
Germany! If you guessed Germany, boom, you are officially on the board and off to a fantastic start. What an unbelievable moment of triumph that was for them.
You know, the sheer drama of that tournament is kind of hidden in a really simple 1-0 scoreline. Germany defeated Argentina, but it was far from a walk in the park. Our source material highlights that it took Mario Götze scoring the winning goal deep into extra time to finally seal the deal. It's a perfect example of how agonizingly tight these finals can get, literally pushing players to their absolute physical limits before someone finally breaks through.
Let's keep this fast-paced rhythm going without missing a single beat. We're jumping back another 4 years in time for this next one. Here is your second challenge. Who won the 2010 FIFA World Cup?
You've got 3 incredible options to choose from. A, Spain. B, Netherlands. C, Germany. Which of these European giants conquered the world and etched their names into history? Take a second, but not too long. 3, 2, 1.
Spain takes it. Amazing job if you are 2 for 2 right now. You're officially on a roll and proving that true fan status early on.
Now, the really crucial point here is the striking thematic connection. Just like our 2014 question, we're looking at another nail-biting, extra-time glory moment. Andres Iniesta scored the winning goal against the Netherlands after regulation time had completely run out. That's 2 back-to-back tournaments in our quiz, and 2 insanely tense extra-time finishes. It really goes to show just how evenly matched the top tier of international football truly is.
All right, we're shifting eras now into what our explainer categorizes as the penalties and home soil section. The stakes are changing, and so is the flavor of victory. Here is your third challenge. Who won the 2006 FIFA World Cup?
Your legendary options are A, France, B, Italy, or C, Brazil. Think about the iconic players who took the pitch that year. Take a deep breath, search those memory banks, and lock it in. 3, 2, 1.
Italy. Man, if you remember watching this game live, you know it was one of the most unpredictable, emotionally exhausting conclusions in modern history. An absolute roller coaster.
Our source notes a fascinating escalation here. Italy defeated France on penalties after the final ended in a 1-1 deadlock. We literally just talked about the physical exhaustion of extra time, but this match bypassed that completely and went directly into the ultimate test of psychological endurance, a penalty shootout. A tie game broken only by the most heart-stopping conclusion in sports, where one tiny mistake changes history forever.
Let's fire up the time machine and travel all the way back to the late 90s for our penultimate challenge. The fashion was different, sure, but the passion for the game was exactly the same. Question 4. Who took home the glory at the 1998 FIFA World Cup?
Your contenders are A, Brazil, B, France, and C, Argentina. Think back to those classic 90s kits and the legends who wore them. Who took the crown? The pressure is on. 3, 2, 1.
France. If you got that one right, your historical football knowledge is seriously impressive. You definitely know your stuff beyond just recent history.
Let's unpack the unique context of this victory for a second. France defeated Brazil with a massive 3-0 scoreline. But what makes this truly special is that they did it on home soil. This wasn't some tight, nervous affair. This was total dominance, sweeping aside the opposition in front of their own roaring fans. It's a completely different vibe from those extra time and penalty nail-biters we just looked at. It was an undisputed triumph from the opening whistle.
Okay, this is it. We've reached the ultimate climax of our explainer today. The final question and the most recent challenge on our list. Memories of this one should be super fresh. Who won the 2022 FIFA World Cup?
Here are your final 3 options. A. France. B. Argentina. Or C. Croatia. This is for all the bragging rights, folks, the difference between a good score and a perfect game. Dig deep. 3, 2, 1.
Argentina! I mean, the energy, the rich narrative, and the sheer relief of that moment was absolutely undeniable for fans around the world. And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates what makes the World Cup so spectacular. Argentina versus France. Our source notes this was an unforgettable 3-3 final, ultimately decided by a penalty shootout victory for Lionel Messi and Argentina. We see the grand return of the penalty shootout drama from 2006, but this time capping off one of the most explosive, highest-scoring finals we've seen in recent memory. It was just a total offensive masterclass colliding with pure willpower.
Let's take a breath and look at the whole picture of our journey today. We went from the grueling extra-time heroics of Germany in 2014 and Spain in 2010 to the sudden death penalty shootout tension of Italy in 2006. We revisited France's totally dominant 1998 home soil victory and finished with Lionel Messi and Argentina's epic 2022 shootout win. Go ahead and tally up your correct answers and calculate your final score out of 5.
So, here's the big question. How'd you do? Did you pull off a perfect 5 out of 5? If you did, you can officially crown yourself a World Cup expert. But even if you didn't, wasn't it fascinating to see the structured breakdown of how these legendary finals were actually won? Almost all of them push past regulation time, proving that at the absolute highest level, talent kind of cancels out, and victory becomes a pure test of willpower. So, what do you think? Will the next World Cup break this agonizing trend, or are we just destined for more penalty heartbreak? I challenge you to test another football fan with this explainer. Drop your final score in the comments below, and most importantly, keep that curiosity alive until next time.